Oh no, I screwed that one up. Oh my god. Okay, Jesus. Every time. Every time.
I'm afraid your path ends here.
Yo, Grims, do you think you do well against CD Jr.? He looked flawless. Honestly, like, okay, so this is the way I see it. No matter how good you are online, no matter how much experience you've had playing the game, playing all the types of players that you come by, any kind of matchup, people you consider the best of the best. I've always considered that when you play in a tournament, it's like playing the matchups for the first time. Because usually in tournament settings, it's always completely different. And the thing is, like, let's say the first tournament you played against mostly Saberwolves. And at that first time, you feel like, okay, I feel good about Saberwolves in tournament, finally. You know what I mean? But even though you've had major practice against Saberwolf and all these other characters, you may think to yourself, but I haven't played, you know, a great Jago or a great Sadira in tournament. It's always going to be different. So sometimes it can become nerve-wracking. So, for instance, let me bring up a good example. When I played against Flo at fucking at NCR, I almost lost it because of the fact that, you know, it was my first time playing like an above average Sadira in tournaments. So of course I was second guessing any of the stuff that I usually do. But the thing is, like, against Flo, like, he wasn't doing most of the stuff that usually Sadira players do. And at the same time, I wasn't being as prepared as I usually am against Sadira players. So, you know what I mean? Like, so it's kind of hard to tell, really. Like, I feel pretty... I personally feel confident against, like, the Sadira matchup. And every Sadira is unique. But I feel confident enough. But when a tournament comes by, anything can happen. Anything. So I hope that kind of answers your question. Dramon, the thing is, when I played Dramon at SCR, like, okay, the thing is, between SCR and NCR, it was such a huge time gap, you know what I mean? So it's like, if you don't play against that character so often in tournament, it still feels like it the first time. What do I do about tournament nerves? I'll answer that right after this match. Damn. Ooh. Yeah, it's only natural, Tristan, that people shake when they're nervous. That's why when I played against Justin Wong, I don't know if you noticed, when we were done with one of the matches, I was shaking my hands like crazy because my hands were shaking because I was really nervous. And the number one counter to everyone's playstyle is always going to be nerves. The moment you have nerves, you second guess everything that you've ever learned, and you decide to play it more safe than usual, and it kind of kills yourself. You know what I mean? You decide, I don't want to take risks anymore because I'm scared now. You know what I mean? And that's the problem. That's one of the biggest problems. One of the big things that I try to do for my nerves is I try to remember everything that I learned online. Some of the stuff that's worked against certain matchups consistently. I try to think of that through. You know what I mean? And I kind of have this thing repeating in my head. If not, why not? Okay, if so online, then why not offline? You know what I mean? And then you just got to apply some of the stuff that you've learned little by little, and it just kind of gives you confidence to the point where you just kind of go all out, 100% comfortable, and you know what I mean? Kind of like that. So naturally, it's just like, it's very, 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 very common that people get nervous to the point where you're shaking. I mean, I've been there. I still get that way. But the thing is, the way to conquer your nerves, never forget what you've done online. Never forget the mix-ups, the mind games that you've managed to use to outplay players online. Because that can work offline as well. The only difference is you're next to somebody and, you know, yeah, you're playing for something that's on the line. So, of course, you know, you're going to feel nervous. But the thing is, if you manage to just erase all that stuff from your mind and you focus more about, man, I can't wait to play this guy, I can't wait to play that guy, I've always wanted to play this guy, then that's all that should be in your mind. You'll forget about everything else and you will literally just have fun. You'll be in the zone so damn much that your nerves will slowly be like the third thing that you worry about, or the fourth thing that you worry about, you know? Pressing buttons really hard? I'm not sure, honestly. That ponytail, yeah, man. That ponytail absorbs all the nerves. Now you guys know. So don't be showing up with scissors to cut it off, or else I'll kill you. Yeah, but you know, everyone has different types of nerves. You either shake, you either get tired, you know what I mean? You get too crazy and you overthink things. You know, as long as you never forget that you have fun playing the game and you have a great time, you know, applying your steps and mind games to other players, to other matchups, to where you feel comfortable enough to go crazy and have your own fun, then I think you can succeed. No problem, Shintristan. I mean, not every day you hear people say that, you know, I was so nervous and I was shaking at a tournament. It's like, dude, I understand. And that's why I always say, if I can do it, anyone else can do it. If I can break my nerves and overcome obstacles in tournaments, anybody can do it. And once more and more people do that, the matches will become godlike to watch. Absolutely amazing. No, I will not be going to UFGT. Yeah, they cut the ponytail. What about the comments on Max's video, by the way? I've seen them, by the way. And it you know, it doesn't surprise me. A lot of people do not have the kind of KI knowledge as most of you guys in this stream right now. And it doesn't really surprise me. There will always be a crowd like that just kind of, you know, just sees something, takes something a little bit over-exaggerate it, you know what I mean? That's natural. The one thing you just gotta pay attention to is just, or the one thing you gotta work on is just don't let it get to you. That's all. It's not like, it's like, do they know more about the game than you do? Probably not. Does it seem like they, you know, go to tournaments and know how the setting is? Probably not. You know, does it seem like they know who any of these people are and how their training regiments is and understand like how it can be frustrating for one matchup to gain an advantage? Probably not, you know? I always got to keep in mind that most of the comments are due to the fact that a lot of people are watching somebody else and getting that input from that person. But the thing is, they're only getting all of their information from one person. And then the rest, they just kind of over-exaggerate on their own. And, you know, it becomes kind of a shitfest, like a character, you know what I mean? It's natural, though. It's natural. Because once you get your information from just one single hub, I mean, it's only natural. That's why, no matter what kind of player, you know, thinks of that way, I always invite, you know, I always feel like, you know what, you're always welcome to come by the stream and see everyone at work. You know what I mean? Because that would easily change everyone's minds so fast. But, you know, not a lot of people have the luxury or the time to do that. Sometimes they just have one single person to watch, you know, you know, certain matches or matchup history, and the rest they just kind of conjure up in their heads because they don't have that much experience, you know, that much experience being civil, or either being civil or being fair with some of the debates surrounding this game. Distort. Screen talker. That's exactly the name of everyone that talks on their goddamn Connect. Alright, Tristan. I don't know why you guys call Distort Baby Grims. He's his own good Jago, man. You guys are nuts. Excuse me. Ow. Ow. DP? Do it. Oh. DP, I dare you. Yeah, like a champ. No, I don't think I can catch up with him. Ow. What?
I'm afraid your pathing's here. Supreme victory!
The Logishka has a pretty good Sidira combo 187. You could probably hit him up. I don't know if any other Sidiras are on at the moment. Alright, Mr. Nova, have a great night. Go to school, man. Do your homework. Winters are not the best since I have anxiety issues. Hey, Exter, I as well have those same issues as well, man. I have the same kind, my friend. And the thing is, you know, as long as you could just convince yourself that it's a game that you have fun playing at home, and having the luxury and the opportunity to play it in a tournament with a friend that also loves the game, then nothing can go wrong. And it takes some time to get to convince yourself with, you know, especially with anxiety issues, but you can do it, man. I believe in you. Oh, it's Ryuzen. I believe he's in the stream as well. What's up, man? Grims, I heard you say in a YouTube video that you had problems with doing your moves on the left with the controller. How did you manage that or train it? Honestly, Coco Taicho, the only thing I managed to change is I decided to push the D-pad even harder. Which is probably really bad because, you know, with these D-pads, I can only imagine they're really delicate. But that's, you know, it's either that or don't do it at all. And the thing is, I'd rather push it down to get the guaranteed attack instead of letting my opponent off free with the jump in. So all I did was just push it down harder. Sometimes you can switch to the analog stick, but that's even harder. Fuck. I'm not sure why I wasn't blocking there. That's weird. You gonna go watch classic Castlevania, Bass? Nice. Take it easy, man. Ah, every time, man. Every time.